guys, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to DIY Art Class and happy fall. So I'm here with a pumpkin painting. Today I'm gonna paint this. So I have this small little pumpkin. I'm gonna paint this. Now if you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give a big thumbs up. Alright, so let's start painting this. So here's my plan. I'm gonna paint spooky on one side and cute on the other side. Alright, so let's start. Now I'm gonna show you step by step how I do this, but first I'm gonna draw because I think I need to draw first and then I'm gonna paint. So let's start drawing. I'm using a pencil. I don't trust myself. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if this is a best angle or not, but I'm just gonna use the Sharpie once I'm done. Once I like my drawing. I think I like it. Alright, I'm just gonna use my Sharpie. And let me just make this all nice and dark so you can see what I'm doing. Now obviously it's not gonna be perfect. I mean, both of the eyes not gonna be perfect here. It's hard to paint on the surface like this. It's not smooth, so. I mean, not too bad. It's good. Not bad, I like it. Okay, now I'm just gonna work on the details, and I don't think so you have to see that part. And I'm gonna have to hold this pumpkin on my other hand so I can paint, I can draw the little details here now. Okay, so let me work on that very quickly. Alright, so here I'm all done with this. And now I'm just gonna add some more details around it. So I'm gonna add like little leaves, like large leaves. So let me go ahead and do that. Oopsie. I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom too. So on the other side, I draw a bee. So I'm gonna use a Sharpie. So I already draw with the pencil. So let me just do the outline here. Alright, let's start painting, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna use these brushes. And I'm gonna use this size of brush. Now, you don't have to use the same brush I'm using. You can just use whatever you're comfortable with, just in case if you guys are also painting. Alright, so I'm gonna work on this bee here first. Now, for this part, I'm not using any water. Just make sure you are cleaning your brush with the water. But I'm not gonna use any water. Okay, so I'm just coloring this here. Okay, I'm just adding like very light small, like light layer, so it looks white but it's not perfectly white. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna use yellow. Now I'm gonna have to do like thicker layer when I'm using lighter color. Now you can color the whole thing if you like, if you are also painting a bee. Actually, I'm gonna cover everything on the bottom, and then I can add black later. Okay, I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm gonna work on the other things now. I'm gonna work on this Scooby part. Alright, so I'm gonna just basically cover the whole eyes. and the paint is not gonna dry so quickly, so you have to just let the first layer dry before you add anything, before you do, like, you know, a lot of detail here. So I'm just focusing on right now to just cover all the areas first with the first layer. Okay, all of my teeth are gonna be yellow, so I'm just gonna basically do this. It will be so much easier again. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. Alright, so now I'm gonna work on these leaves. Okay, I'm gonna use this blue. Okay, again, I'm gonna have to do like 2 layers for everything. Alright, so let me quickly work on this. Maybe not for this, it's already dark enough. So I think it's only for the lighter colors like white, yellow, maybe orange. Okay, maybe I will blue for this bottom one here. Now I'm using like a plastic on my table here so that I don't paint my table. But I'm not gonna go all the way on the bottom because you're not gonna see that, right? Okay. Next color I'm gonna use is let's say green. And actually I'm gonna use orange and then green. I'm gonna go back on these eyes one more time with the yellow and let's see what happens. Okay, and then I'm just gonna apply the orange on the edges. Okay, I'm just gonna clean my brush. And I'm gonna try to blend this with no paint on my brush. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on the teeth here now. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna have to like come back one more time here. All right, so let me work on the flowers on the background. I mean on the back of this here. Now before I work on flower, let me work on this bee first, and I'm gonna use my small brush for that. So let me see here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this round small brush. Okay, again, do not use any water. Alright, so now I'm just gonna try to make it look like a bee, hopefully. Yeah, I think I like it. I like it. Not bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go and do the outline very quickly because I feel like it needs an outline. I'm gonna add like tiny little hair on this link here. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so now I'm gonna work on the flowers. Alright, so now I'm gonna use a round brush. I have this round brush and I don't have any number, which is weird, and it's a new brush. I'm sorry guys, I don't have the numbers on this brush, but let's start adding a flower. I'm not using any water again. So here's my plan. I'm gonna add like flower here, I'm gonna add like flower here, I'm gonna add like flower right here. So let me work on this flower here. So I'm gonna add the center of the flower. Now this flower is gonna be white. So I'm gonna try not to cover. Okay, this is where I want to add my flower. So this is the center. Again, I'm gonna have to do like a couple layers here. Okay, so the first layer might look a little funky, a little different, but okay. So I'm gonna just, let this dry. I'm gonna work on the other flowers. Now again, that looks weird, but don't worry. I'm gonna come back to that with second layer. So I want to add one more flower right here. Okay, and let me work on the other flower. I want to add yellow flower, but I'm gonna stick with the white for now, because if I use white now and then add a yellow on top, it's gonna be so much better, and I don't have to do like 4 layers of yellow like I did before. Alright, so now this is gonna be kind of sunflower, you can say, so it's gonna be slightly a little bit bigger. Now I want to cover this with the center of the flower. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like do a nice big circle. Okay, and now these petals are gonna be slightly a little bit more bigger than this one. Okay, and slightly a little bit thinner, smaller than that one. Okay, so I think I like that. Alright, so now I'm gonna add some greenery now here. So let me clean. So I'm gonna use different shades of all the green colors. So I'm gonna use like dark green, light green. I have these 2 green. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna use. Okay, again, I'm not gonna use any water. Alright, now basically I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of leaves, the leaves I usually love to add on my painting. So similar way I'm gonna add. So let's see, I'm just gonna randomly add this. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on the other side now. Alright, so let's add some more yellow on this teeth. I'm gonna use my same big brush. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna go over this teeth like this, one by one this time. Alright, I'm also gonna add some orange here now. So basically I'm just gonna take some orange and just kind of gonna add a line on each teeth. So something like this. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna add a whole bunch of like dots like this. Alright, so now let me start working on these flowers again. Alright, so I'm gonna go back with some more white. Alright, so now it looks white. Alright, let me work on this one now. Now this one is gonna be kind of yellow. So I'm gonna add yellow first and I might add some orange later, but let me add yellow first. Now it's not perfectly dry, but it should be fine. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna add like one more flower right here. Okay. Alright, so let me work on this one now. Now I'm gonna use a small brush for this part because I'm gonna add like little details. I'm gonna start adding that detail now. Okay, that looks good. Alright, I'm gonna also just color all these Irish. Yep, it's dry. I'm like, it's okay. I just made it a little bit more bigger. Oopsie. So I forgot to do second layer on that nose. So let me quickly do that. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna work on the hard part. And that's gonna take me a little time. Alright, so everything else you see here is all gonna be dark and black. So let me work on that. Alright, now I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna work on this sunflower. So I'm just adding some orange on just the center area here. And I'm using this orange for other flowers too. But just in case if you are also painting and you are also painting the flowers, you can again use any color you like. Okay, next color I'm gonna use is this brown. Okay, and then I'm gonna add like some dots inside. So I'm just gonna use a white dot, white color, and I'm just gonna add like some dots. I'm also gonna add like some lines for this ones here. I forgot to add that earlier. done. Now I'm just gonna paint the background for this one. I'm not really gonna do much for this one here. Alright, and I'm gonna use this flat brush, and my plan is to use blue color for the whole background and purple. Here's the purple. Alright, so I'm gonna start with this light blue. I'm scared. Alright, so here I'm all done. I'm gonna work on the little details now. Alright, so I'm gonna use light blue. Let me grab my light blue. I'm gonna do. Now everything is still wet, so it will be actually easier if it's wet. If it's dry, I mean, it's also gonna be fine. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add like a little swirl. Like this. Okay. Now if you have like a acrylic pen, you can also use that for this. And I think I'm gonna use acrylic pen. It will be so much easier for me too. Alright, so I'm not gonna, actually I'm gonna use this. Go ahead and, let me just go ahead and do that. It should be fine. It will be so much easier. I mean, quicker. Okay, it's all gonna be different size. And actually I'm gonna use pen. It will be so much easier. Alright, so let me work on this one here now. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and just do the outline one more time on this B here. You can also use a marker or Sharpie for this if you like. I'm just gonna use this. Okay. Okay, so this is dry. Now I can use my acrylic marker. So I'm gonna use a marker from Shuttle Art. You can use any type of acrylic marker. You don't have to use what I'm using. Okay, and I'm gonna use, let's say, blue. Use this blue. Okay. So same thing. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, let me draw one right here because I'm not so sure about this. And I'm very sure now. I love this. Okay. I'm going to use purple. Okay, so here I'm all done. Maybe not. I really want to do one more thing because this nose looks so small. So I'm just going to go over with the marker. And I'm so into this marker. I love this actually. And if you can use the similar marker, I mean, it's great. I really like this marker. Usually I don't, usually I say that use the product that you have. but these markers are pretty good, so if you can use this, it's a good one. Now I really don't have the link where I get it from, but it's shuttle art markers. That's what I know, but if I find a link, I'll just put it in the description. Okay, much better. It's looking much more bigger now. Alright, so yeah, here I'm all done. Let me show you this way. Alright, so this is how it look like. Oopsie. Like, I barely can see the bottom, but it's okay. Okay, and this is the back. And I really wanted to show you this marker one more time. This is from Shuttle Art. It looks like this, comes in container like this. So I had to make this for my work, so that's why I'm next to my computer right now. So I'm gonna have to put it next to my computer. I'm gonna have to like share a picture with them, and it's just like a little competition at work. So it was fun making this video for the work and also for you guys. I really wanted to show you how I paint the pumpkin first time, and I'm so happy how it turned out. It's so cute. I know it's Scoopy, but it's cute. So thank you so much for watching my video, and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.